So thank you very much for your time. And this movie is based on a novel that you read like many years ago. Did you realize what was in that novel that got you so deeply?
No, I didn't. That's why I wanted to make it.
It's just there was no reason. Even now that you did the movie, there is no. Did you find out something that was there?
No,
for you?
what I mean by that is that there was something there, and I couldn't articulate it. I didn't know how to express it. I didn't quite understand it. So, but I knew it had I knew it was important for me to try to learn it, and I never let go of the project. We had lots of different problems with legal issues and financing and ownership rights, complications, Byzantine, and unfortunately, there was a lot of problems, and I never gave up on it. I tried to write a script with Jay back in 1991, 92, and we couldn't do it. I couldn't guide it. I got too distracted by certain historical elements, and I needed to find the clarity of the story. I needed to find the true value of the point of the picture, and it took many years. It just took many years.
They said you were waiting like for more than 20 years to do this movie.
Yeah.
Did you? It was also because you didn't find the producer, or also because you don't feel like ready for what you just said?
No, at one point they sued me for not making the movie.
So it was the opposite.
Yeah, see, I didn't have the script. I couldn't do it.
Okay.
They sued us, then they didn't sue us, and we're all friends now. Everybody's fine, but they wanted this project, and I don't know what happened. I think I know what happened. I just lived life. And I think living, as I was living my life, and my life was changing, is when it brought me closer to the material so that I could express. But I knew I did not want to give up the project.
There was something there mysteriously.
Yes, exactly.
Like as you're a religion person, no? I read that you also tried to be a priest when you were very young. And after this movie, do you feel yourself like a closer to God? Did you have some answer finding this movie, doing this movie, or you have more question than answer?
Well, when you say religious person, there's the different levels. I was extremely religious, of course, when I was younger. That changed, there's a searching for an understanding, or at least an experiencing of the spirituality of that part of the human condition, in a world that particularly no longer deals with spirituality in the traditional way, and religion changing, and the look at in the 20th century, the European civil wars, the world wars. Where is God? This comes out of a Christian civilization. There's something wrong. So therefore, we have to go deeper. If we're interested in regenerating the human race at all, we have to find something that's not going to destroy ourselves, you see. And it's there. My view was always through the Roman Catholic way. I studied other religions. I tried to work my way through it to express my concern about the loss of the Tibetan spiritual culture. Was concerned about that because I think we could learn a great deal from it, how to live, But I'm sorry, your hand. Because I thought you were cueing me. I thought it was cueing me, like, go. I'm sorry. I lost those. No, okay, sorry. Okay, where was I? Yeah, the thing about it is I don't know, in this picture, you don't find anything. It's in making the picture, and people always say that it's not the final product; it's the process. It's a nice thing to say, but it's true.
Okay,
it's true. You don't find it, you go, you keep working, and somehow it still becomes an inspiration to you if you feel you've finally done it as best you could. It may not be right, but it could still be an inspiration for you to live.
This is absolutely a contemporary movie in this moment. Like you talk about this story there, but it's what's happening
now,
in the world now. Do you think this was the right moment? There was to do
I
this
think
movie,
there's a reason for it to be released at this moment. It was supposed to have been made 10 years ago. Then in 2009 it was going to be made. Then in 2011. Then in 2012, I don't know. There were so many problems and so many delays, personal things, family things, and we just kept. And now it's released, which is quite surprising and quite interesting, really. It's like a good time for it because maybe people will talk about these values and what is true spirituality and what is true faith.
This question is it's very like when you were a kid, you said you used to go to the church and the movie theater, and in some way there is something in common. I don't want to be blasphemous, but you have this big screen and the magic and mystery about it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Do you also think that since you also want to be a priest, that also make a movie or be a priest, there's something that you say like make these two work like there is something in common that you can squeeze in this direct career that was supposed to be for a priest career?
Well, looking back now, possibly.
Understanding people or...
Yes, exactly, possibly. And dealing with subject matter where people are trying to work out what is right in life. You know, in the case of Mean Streets particularly, or Taxi Driver. And then, of course, Raging Bull, where it's about a man who can't accept himself and can't forgive himself, let alone God forgive him. You know, and so and then eventually he does, by the end of the movie, feel comfortable a little bit.
Redemption, it's a topic that is always there in your movie. You know, I think why do you think that people like for example, if I think the relationship with God is very personal. Sometimes it's a silent relationship, but there are people who they are not able to say I don't believe in God, to say their own life. So do you think because they become a symbol for someone else, or when they
I'm sorry, I don't understand when you say they don't.
Yeah, because I forgot the word abjure.
You left a word out.
Abjure. Abjure is very difficult for me. So there are people who they cannot abjure God enough to say.
They cannot what?
Like renounce.
Yes, I see.
Do you think because they become a symbol for other Catholic religions, or because it's really the connection with God, like, or why do they choose to die instead to neglect God?
And that's a very personal decision, no? I mean, your conviction, if you have very strong conviction, this is, as a layman, not a cleric, I can think that that's their choice. I mean, there's some who die for their political beliefs, many. One can say a similar thing. Why? You know, why did they make that choice? I don't know what would happen. I mean, I have no idea what would happen if I was put to the test that way. But I always found too the people who failed, and how it was so easy for everybody around them to treat them like animals afterwards and treat them as pariahs. And then you think about. You read the Gospels and you think about Jesus and you think about the embracing of the failure. And that's something that's very hard to do. And because they're forcing us to think that way, maybe the elements of Christianity that Jesus is discussing or directing us to do, forcing us to become better as human beings, to make us think of the impossible, that it is possible, you know. And so that fascinates me too, how the person who betrays is considered a pariah, yet in the case of Kichichiro, in the film, Kichichiro turns out really, in a way, to be Rodriguez's guru, his mentor. He teaches him the truth about compassion.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.